Okay guys, hello, welcome back. We are doing another Divine Counterpart Collective start of the week check-in. Okay, so a little bit of like this morning when I was trying to sort of meditate on the energies, the current energies that are happening within the collective. Sorry if you can hear all the noise outside. Everyone is out and about doing everything today. So yeah, I feel like today's been a little bit of like not necessarily a block, but I feel like I'm not supposed to have a clear indication of what's, you know, happening. And I feel like maybe Spirit is wanting me not to sort of get so focused on the meditative energies, but I do have some stuff for whoever is embodying the Divine Feminine archetype and whoever is currently embodying the Divine Masculine archetype. The Divine Feminine archetype was more straight to the point and easier to sort of figure out. The Divine Masculine was a little bit like almost wishy-washy, I guess. And that's not to say that that's where they're at, that they're going to be wishy-washy when it comes to us or the connection, so don't worry about that. All right, so let's get straight into it. So the Divine Feminines, so whoever is embodying the Divine Feminine archetype, so remember my belief with the Divine Counterpart Collective and the whole, I guess, aspect of that is that we switch and interchange. So it's not necessarily, you know, indicative of gender stereotyping and things like that. So please don't worry if you hear me talk about that. All right, so the first thing I heard for the Divine Feminines was lukewarm, okay? And that did not make an ounce of sense to me at first. Then I saw like, they gave me a visual of like someone using a telescope. So from that, I got the sense of like focus. And then I heard I Have a Dream by ABBA. So the lyrics in that song definitely indicate sort of, well, this is what I wrote. Those who are embodying the Divine Feminine aspect currently focusing on their dreams. So really feeling a call to action here. Being lukewarm in the connection. So despite the definition of what lukewarm is, which is sort of like, you know, unenthused, uninterested, not really paying attention, that's not at all to say that that's what is going on. What I really got from that was I feel as though this means that they're balanced, okay, between the connection and themselves, meaning their work in the connection and their energy and output, as well as input into the connection, and then balanced in, you know, what they're sort of doing with themselves. So I know for me personally, I've been doing a lot of like, I've been feeling really creative when it comes to like my business stuff. I've been working on incorporating new stuff into my business, and just been really sort of, I guess, motivated for the future. And I think it's really important. So I think we're at this sort of like place, the Divine Counterparts, where we're feeling confident and we're feeling a sense of direction, not only within the relationship, the connection, but within our own individual lives too, which is really important to maintain that. And then I was hearing equilateral, okay? So that means meaning all sides are equal, okay? Now, the Divine Masculines, I saw them flying a kite, and what that instantly told me was that they are in control, meaning in control of the kite, which is, I guess, symbolic of themselves, yet in complete flow, right? Because to be able to fly a kite, you need to control it, but it needs the wind to be able to be in flow in order to fly a kite correctly, right? So that's really good too, and I feel like in some way it is reflecting that of the Divine Feminines, but just in a different way. So it's funny because the Divine Feminine energies are, I guess more so in a masculine type energy. Yeah, see, this is where it gets a little confusing to me, because, and this is what sort of doesn't really make sense to me, the whole twin flame thing, which is why I really do resonate with the whole Divine Counterpart idea, because it's really, I just don't think it's right to say that, you know, there is a divine feminine and there is a divine masculine, especially because divine counterparts, they're not, you know, two halves of the one soul or anything like that. They're two complete souls. So that means that they are going to be, you know, in the sensuality of the connection. So it's not like coming from a lustful place, although there is a sense of lust to it, if that makes sense. Now with the combined energies, I didn't necessarily, I didn't necessarily get any songs, which I do want to just shuffle after we've, sorry, I do want to shuffle after we've sort of done the reading to see what the combined energies are and see if that's reflected within the reading, as well as the advice from Spirit. So it feels like, it seems like they're, you know, we're in a really good place. We're in a really stable place. I feel like things over the weekend, I know definitely for me and my connection, we had sort of like a breakthrough when it came to the whole, you know, communication and being able to share more of like the insights that I'd had about the connection and the insights that I'd had about myself and about my partner. And it felt really, really wonderful to be able to share that. So I feel like we're in a really good place after that. So let me know if that resonates for you guys. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the 4-card relating spread like I usually do. Okay. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, guys. I do post daily Divine Counterpart messages there. And I found that those are really lining up with what's been going on. So that's more of a sort of like, this is more of an overview. This is more of an in-depth overview of the energies and what we could be experiencing this week. And then the Divine Counterpart messages from Instagram are definitely more of a day-by-day snapshot of the energies of, you know, what's playing out and what, you know, how that could be playing out, things like that. Right, so I'm going to shuffle 3 more times. Thank you, Spirit Team. Right on cue, here comes the garbage truck. You can still sort of hear the garbage truck, but it's far away enough. All right, so let's start. So the 4-card relating spread, remember the first card is us who are watching this video. The second card is our divine counterpart. The third card is the combined energies. And then the 4th card is the advice from Spirit. All right, so first card we have, so us, do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. All right, let me read further in depth from this because it has clearer insights. When we focus on doing something kind for someone else, we create an opportunity for our relationships to be re-energized. What can you do today to be considerate towards someone in your life? Small things can have a big impact. Imagine how amazing your life would be if you give emphasis to do kind, loving things for others. Okay, interesting. So maybe that's where the lukewarm part comes in. Even though we're balanced, it's more like our focus is sort of elsewhere, and it is sort of on ourselves and on our careers and you know, our mission and our goals and things like that. But it's also important that we are still being considerate to those who are in our life. And I don't know if you guys like me, I can sort of, it's very hard for me to continue to focus where like my attention. So if something's consuming all of my attention, it's really hard for me to I guess remember a different, you know, someone else in my life. And that doesn't make me selfish. I think that's just, you know, I think that says a lot about my, you know, determination and my work ethic and my willpower, things like that. We will get some more cards. Let's just go to the divine counterpart, the other divine counterpart. Wow, okay, forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. So I feel like that comes in with the whole in control yet incomplete flow. So I feel like they're really acknowledging what's coming up. And it may be, you know, talking of like some past things may be coming up when it comes to like, maybe they're having memories or realizations or things about like past disappointments and past relationships, little things. And, you know, it may not even necessarily have anything to do with relationships. It could just be like past disappointments in general. And that would make a lot of sense, that they are in this space, especially if, like me, you guys somehow had some sort of a breakthrough where, I know for us, it was a lot of talk about childhood trauma and a lot of talk about, you know, things from the past and how it has impacted, where we are today, and, you know, how we show up in our relationships today. All right, so it says, being willing to forgive yourself and others opens the door to the opportunity of future growth. Love will be restored and trust can be rebuilt. Move from a place of bitterness back to the joy that you deserve in your life. Okay, so yeah, what I'm getting from this is it's very, it's a lot of subconscious stuff that's been coming up for our counterparts. And this is sort of where they're going to be out this week. They're going to be sort of working through, you know, past disappointments in all aspects. So whether it is relationships, whether it is, you know, family stuff, whether it is, you know, just situations where they feel like they didn't get what they were hoping to get out of it. So they're mourning the loss of past things. And this makes a lot of sense because I had a dream this morning about like an ex-person of mine that I essentially held on to for quite a long time before I met my counterpart. And it was actually my counterpart coming along that really made me realize, you know, I was waiting for something that I wasn't going to get from this past person. And, you know, when my counterpart came into my life, it helped me realize, oh, this is what I'm wanting, not that person. That person was only a fraction of what it was that I was wanting. And, you know, in my dream, they came back and they were sort of like trying to get in contact with me, and I was with my counterpart, and they were trying to talk about things from the past and, you know, that they're ready now and things like that, and sort of just like expecting me to drop everything for them. And yeah, I just woke up feeling really weird and really strange. Like, why would I be dreaming about that? This was like almost 2 years ago. Like, things really sort of ended with us, yeah, in April 2 years ago. And I think, and you can go over on my TikTok, I posted about this. What I really got from that was going back into that time from this time 2 years ago and seeing what has come up for you. And I think that's what our counterparts are doing too, but in maybe a little bit of a less conscious way. For those of you who really resonate with this journey, you suspect, and you have been suspecting, or you've been told that your partner does a lot of, gets a lot of upgrades and downloads through their sleep that they integrate on a soul level. So it's like they have this knowledge and they're obtaining this knowledge, but they're not like necessarily consciously aware of it. But that's where we come in, because we are. So essentially, whatever's going on with them is going on with us. So I feel like that dream I had, and let me know down below if you when you're seeing this, I will upload it the same day. When you're seeing this, you know, if you have experienced that, like a dream or something from the past, and you're like, why am I dreaming about this? This was so long ago, or like, I'm so done with that. Like, you know, and it may have scared you a little bit, because you're like, why is this coming up? Like, why, you know? Don't worry, it's not to derail your stability. Please don't worry about that. But I wrote, like, these dreams or these memories, however they're showing up for you, they're coming up so that you can reconcile that part of you, integrate that part of you that is lost and stuck in that, you know, place 2 years ago, or maybe even 3 years ago. But it makes sense to me that a part of me, I haven't been able to retrieve yet. So it's like, it's coming up so that we can go and retrieve that. So I do want to sort of go a little bit more into that here, which I think I will focus on. So yeah, integrating and retrieving a lost part of you that had been left behind in that past, in that period, because that's essentially that. Things like that definitely can happen. The bin is coming back, the bin man. So let me just, I'm just going to edit this and we'll recommence. Okay, so the combined energies, slow down. Okay, so it says, slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. So this is definitely, I feel like, yeah, we're really at a point where we are, it's like that, it's like a cooling down period, or like it's like after a workout, you need to warm down. It's a warming down period, because things have been go, and we've just been integrating, and that new moon that we just had, oh boy, I was exhausted. I literally slept the whole weekend. Everything is in perfect order, which we both suspect, because we're both sort of on the equilateral. We're both sort of balanced. There is no need to rush or hurry. In our excitement, we forget to enjoy the process of what we are creating. Getting to the goal is half the fun. We also miss our guidance and messages when we don't take time to look for things to naturally unfold. And I feel like that really reflects me not being able to get any clear, direct messages from Spirit this morning when it came to like the combined energies, and it was really hard for me to channel into the other counterpart, you know, their energies. So don't worry about the lack of movement after such movement happening. So don't worry about the lack of movement or the lack of things sort of like progressing. It's not that things aren't progressing or moving forward. It's just that we're needing, it's like we're just having a bit of a warm down period so that we don't overuse and overwork our muscles, so that we don't burn out, and allowing us like a minute to relax together and just enjoy the week without having a lot of work to do. There is work to be done now, but I think it's time to sort of just like focus on, you know, the things that we are enjoying, and, you know, allowing whatever comes up, whether it's good or bad, or, you know, the forgiveness type of thing, really allowing ourselves to sort of take a look at that and I guess just go with it. But we are focused and we are balanced, okay? They're in control, yet they're in complete flow. So it's like we're both sort of at a place where we are ready for whatever. Okay, express love through gifts. This is the advice from Spirit. So it's not that it's going to be boring. It's not that things are going to be boring. It's just that we're sort of, regrouping. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. So this is very much like, this is more about, because we've got do something for someone else, give your attention to someone else. This really is about slowing down and seeing how we can, put into practice the things that we took on and learned last week, which was, being observant and looking at the different ways in which our counterparts are communicating with us, because it's not always going to be verbal. So this week, I really feel like it's about being courteous, and, you know, if we need to be doing something in the connection, do something for our counterpart, acts of service, or giving gifts, not necessarily like monetary gifts, okay? It says, a gift is visible evidence of your loving thoughts. Dishwasher. A gift does not need to be expensive. Showing someone your favorite place, sharing a favorite song, or writing a note of gratitude are all gifts. This lets the receiver you intend this for know that you care. So I feel like that's what we're both being asked and being called to do for one another. It's that consideration. Look at this. On the bottom of the deck, we've got physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. And I don't know about you guys who are sort of in alignment with me and where sort of I'm at. This is definitely where I've been really feeling like I want or need that love and attention from my counterpart, that physical touch. And we also have spent some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other, which is exactly where they've been. So I feel like we're finding a way to rebalance the scales here and integrate what we've just learned, which is, you know, our counterpart, we're just sort of like not off, but we're just coming from two different places. So the way that we can reach, you know, get what we need from each other is by giving each other what we need. So, you know, responding to that, which I think is really, really beautiful here. All right, so let's get, I really want to incorporate these cards. This is the Green Witch Oracle. They just have some beautiful, like, you know, leadership. Like it talks about, you know, like just one-liners that can be interpreted really, really nicely. So Spirit team, let's take a look at the our energy. Let's clarify, do something for someone else, give your attention to someone else. Let's get one of these cards. Ooh, continuance. Okay, so this is a continuance of what we have already been doing and already been integrating from last week. So it's just maintaining that. Wow, I love that. I absolutely love that. That's Capricorn energy there. Let's get one more for that. No, they want me to move on. Okay, Spirit team, let's clarify the forgiveness card. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments for our counterpart. For our counterpart's energies, please, for this week. Ooh, 2 cards here. Wow, okay. We've got both productivity and leadership. So they're being productive by forgiving themselves. I think they're doing the work that we've already done. I really feel like, and the way that we can sort of like maintain the balance is by supporting them through that, because I feel like this is going to take a lot out of them. Wonderful. All right, let's clarify the slow down card. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. This is the combined energies, please, Spirit team, for the week. Wholeness. That's absolutely beautiful. This is allowing us to feel whole, and this is allowing us to sort of anchor into the energy of love in the way that it is being expressed this week, okay? We will sort of read more about these cards that we pull. All right, Spirit team, let's clarify the advice from Spirit. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. Got a couple there. Wow, okay. Okay, we've got passion, which is definitely what I was picking up from the Divine Counterparts, our counterparts in their sort of channeled songs and channeled messages, and duality, okay? Wow, look at the, oh, what is that called? This, let me look it up while the bean's here again. So this is the caduceus, I think it's called. I'm probably definitely butchering that, but it's the same symbol that we see on the Two of Cups, okay? So let's, because I'm scared I'm running out of space on my memory card, let's have a look at continuance. So this is talking about us when it comes to doing something for someone else. So the use, okay. The future is assured and hope is all around for whatever is going on at the moment. Now is a brilliant time to work on your vision for the future, on goals, and reevaluating past decisions. Apples also align with the energy of love, especially on bringing romantic bonds closer together. Look at the individual elements of situations a little more closely and be sure that you stand strong in your unique qualities. Keep ideas to yourself at the moment. Okay, so definitely what I said, sort of like continuing to consider the other person and consider to pay attention to how they're communicating and what they're needing. And in turn, I definitely feel like this is going to be reciprocated because there is a sense of balance here. Beautiful. All right, so for our counterparts, number 8. Okay. Productivity. Your hard work, planning, and experience should be paying off now, and there is reason to keep going with what you are currently working on. Additional resources can be safely used, and there is indication of a promotion. Ooh, okay. windfall, or increase of some sort. There are good energies surrounding health and also fitness levels, although challenges will include failure to keep these at their optimum through neglect. Healing, abundance, guidance, fertility, love. Wonderful. So for those of you who your counterparts, a lot of like what's been coming up has been stress due to like their work situation as well, and that's been sort of translating into the connection. I can't remember if we've spoken about this, but those of you who I've spoken to directly, you know if this is sort of like talking about you guys or not. And look, we've got leadership too, so I wonder if like our counterparts are getting some sort of a promotion at work or something like that. That would be, you know, really interesting to see if that plays out. You guys will have to let me know if you hear anything about that, or they're getting like a role that they are much more happy in, because I definitely feel for a lot of the divine counterparts, their work situation has not been ideal, and it's really been getting them down. Leadership. It's time to take the initiative to step up, even if this means throwing your hat into many rings. Do not turn down opportunities that have even an inkling of promise, as there is something circling at the moment that has a lot of potential. Good luck, growth, health and improvements, and physical gains are all on offer, as are moments of passion. Wow. Be careful to ensure you delegate as needed and that you speak up for yourself. Yeah, I've been channeling this for literally 2 months for my counterpart, so it's going to be really interesting. We find that, you know, we found that they struggle to speak up to us, okay, and something that I've really sort of noticed, you know, when it comes to our counterpart, well, my counterpart specifically, his upbringing, sort of the experiences that he experienced, he was never allowed to sort of, there was no one that really took his feelings or his needs into consideration. So when it comes to his needs and when it comes to things that he, you know, feels are unfair or that he doesn't agree with or that don't align with him in any area of his life, not only his relationship and his work, other areas too, he doesn't speak up, and he struggles to speak up because the stability of what that thing is giving him or providing him is, you know, he feels like if he does, that's going to be, you know, like a threat will be made to that, and that's absolutely not the case. And I feel like for a lot of our counterparts, they are going to be doing this in some kind of way. So whether it is work or whether it is like a family situation where, you know, they need to speak up and set boundaries with their family, friends even, that's definitely going to be reflected here. So they're as well, they're forgiving themselves for neglecting themselves in the past, because now they're having this sense of like productivity, and they're going to see, so they're going to step up, really step up and speak up for themselves and assert themselves. And as a result, some really awesome things are going to be coming in for them as well. Like, we're harvesting, so we're continue doing what we're doing. Like, for this energy, for us, this is reflected in what I'm doing here. You know, the thought that I've had to incorporate the divine counterpart journey as part of my business and part of, you know, what I offer and part of what I do, and sort of like, you know, I'm going to be starting a podcast. I can't remember if I have shared that. And I've just been really sort of like working on how I want to structure things and things like that. So continue on doing what we're doing. Okay. All right. So the combined energies of slow down, we've got wholeness, which is a black mulberry here. Yum. Okay. So it says, let me hold this up for you guys. So this is the combined energies. Everything should be coming together at present in projects and plans. Wow. The completion of something is indicated with black mulberries, and the energy of this fruit asks you to put your knowledge and skills to the test. Balance and stability are present. Oh my God, that really showed up in both of our individual energies today for the week. Balance and stability are present, and from this foundation, the possibilities are expanding. Setbacks, delays, and miscommunication are challenges to watch out for, and that's why we are being advised to definitely slow down here so that we don't get carried away. Wow, I love that. I absolutely love that. That's amazing. Cool. And then the advice, we've got number 7. So passion. What is this, a beetroot? Yes. Look at the core of what usually motivates you for direction and a lifting of any negative energies, because a focus on self-love and developing a better understanding is needed. which is definitely what we've done. Beetroot supports your heart chakra and will show you what that new projects, yep, personal goals, yep, and emotional healings, are all in positive light with a chance of success. Challenges include family disagreements and getting stuck on the superficial. Wow. So I feel like as well express love through gifts. So passion could definitely be something that you guys are going to be engaging in a lot more this week, okay? That would be nice, wouldn't it? And sort of like, because you're in, you know, we're both in the energies of, you know, passionate energies in our own lives. So for me, like, this is me being in flow, being in passion, being in play, in fun and joy. And I feel like for whatever's going on with our counterparts this week, they'll sort of be doing the same. They'll just be feeling really, really in alignment with their passions and what brings them joy. And then we have duality here with the banana. Okay, so it says, it's time to look at the shadow and the light in conjunction with each other. Each is as strong in the other. Oh, wait, wow, this is amazing. The duality of the connection, this is the advice. Look at the passion, express your love through doing things for each other, sharing that passion and looking within one another, because essentially we are mirroring each other, and what one has, the other has in a different way. Okay, it's time to look at the shadow and the light in conjunction with each other. Each is as strong as the other, and both have positive qualities and learning points for you. The answer to any question is maybe. And perhaps moving away a little will allow a better view, as bananas ask that you stand back and look at the horizon. Do not give in to any situation that doesn't align with you at present. Wow. So don't be sort of like doing something for the other person just because, you know, you feel that that's what is expected of you. Absolutely not. We're not doing that. We're focusing on, you know, the continuance of giving to our divine counterpart. They're going to be doing the same. I feel like we're both getting sort of like, let's see more about, I feel like I want another card for us after continuance. What else can you tell us about this? Ooh, another 2. Okay, I'll take them. So we've got courage and love. I channeled this last night. Check out my TikTok. Actually, I might just, no, I won't put it in here. Check it out. I channeled tomatoes, and I was like, I know there's a tomato card in the Green Witch Oracle. So I pulled it out and it said love. And it really sort of, just go and check it out. Go and check it out for sure. It was the one where I'm talking about, it's like 12 a.m. and I can't sleep. So love. Although sometimes considered a vegetable due to its culinary use, tomatoes are actually a fruit and have strong energetic properties. Tomatoes will inspire and invite love into your life of all types and on all levels. So not only within the connection, but also within what it is that we're doing, our dreams. I have a dream, a song to sing. That is very relevant for me. Alignment is signified, as are chances for an increase in assets. Plans are liable to change, and you should be ready for adaptation in this and other areas. Be careful to communicate effectively with your partner and close friends. And then we have courage. Sorry, I forgot to hold it up. Have faith in your own abilities and take steps and leaps forward with confidence. This is talking about our focus and our focusing on our dreams here. This is definitely what this is talking about. You can do this, and you should, as the energies of time are not only showing positivity, but also a little mystical assistance afforded to you. If you are seeking an answer, it is positive as long as you act now. Failure to believe or care deeply enough can result in failure and delay. So continue on. Keep infusing love into all areas and aspects of your life, not only the relationship. So that and what it is that you're doing. Okay? All right. I'm going to grab some tarot first. This is the After Tarot. All right, Spirit Team. So let's see where where we're at. So those of us, so me and those of us who are watching this video, let's see what energies we can expect for the week. This week. Eight of Swords. So, okay, there we go. Definitely coming out of a time of feeling stuck. Okay, we've set ourselves free here. Wow. Six, yep. Releasing the past. Definitely, especially if you've resonated with the whole dream situation. That is definitely indicated here with this card. Releasing, picking up those fragments that we've left in the past and allowing it, past lovers, past disappointments, past sort of like promises that you made for yourself. It's just, we're releasing the vows that we had made from the past, when it, in situations and with people that we no longer resonate with and that we're no longer in alignment with. We're releasing that, and sort of really, look at that, the cup spilling, allowing the cup to spill, allowing it, no longer having to hold on to that part of you who may be sort of stuck in the past when it comes to like, past lovers and things like that. And it's not that you still like have feelings for that lover or anything like that. It's not like that. It's that through the journey from 2 years ago to now, we, there's maybe like a fragment that we just forgot to pick up along the way. And that's what we're doing here. That's really what's happening this week. Yeah. Really working on our courage and strength and like a sense of resilience here. And as well, we're also doing that, we're moving forward at the same time because of, what we're focusing on when it comes to our dreams. Yeah. No longer living in this sort of space of lack, of this space of disappointment. And I feel like we're really regrouping. I feel like the last sort of thing that we have to do that might have been holding us back in this connection, and as well when it comes to our dreams. I really picked that up. There's past things that have influenced our ability to achieve our goals and our dreams. And it's the same thing that has impacted our inability to completely connect with a partner. And obviously we've overcome that to enough of an extent to be in this connection with our counterpart, to be in this relationship. But there is still some little sort of like little bits that we need to sort of iron over. And that's why these weird dreams have been coming up. And that's why, okay, this is really, really, needing to adapt really now. It's like, okay, we want to anchor into this reality that we've been experiencing for the last 18 months almost. It's really time for us to really bear it all. So yesterday I had a nap and I had a dream that I was eating like a lolly or something, like a candy, and it was really chewy and sticky, and it stuck to this tooth, my top tooth, where I had a filling in there as a child, and the filling has somewhat fallen out. Like it's not like a huge cavity or anything, but it got stuck to that tooth. And when I tried to, get it out from sticking to the tooth started to come out and fall. And I remember being like stressing out and going, oh my God, no, like my tooth is falling out, and just trying to stick the tooth back in there with the lolly, so that, I just, I'll let the lolly just dissolve away eventually. But that's sort of, to me, when it first came up, I was like, I don't really understand what this means, but it's allowing, it was a sense of being scared and nervous for that tooth to sort of fall away. And I feel like that's what's happening right now. We're sort of like getting to that point where it really is time for that tooth to fall away. And this is really like talking about like beginning anew, starting fresh here. And going on a journey, the same journey that we've been going on, but now we can just do it in a bigger way and in a way that is more, fit for us and more in alignment with us. And I think for whatever reason, it's not entirely clear yet, but it will make sense. But part of that, when it comes to our career goals and things, which is definitely what we've been focusing on right now, we have to release something when it comes to past disappointments in love. I don't know how that ties in yet. I'm sure by the end of the week, when I do, actually by the midweek, when I do my midweek check-in with you guys, I'm sure that will be sort of revealed. All right, let's see the Divine Masculines, or not the Divine Masculines, or the other, our counterparts. Let's see where they're at. I need to get into the habit of saying that. Oh, look at that. And see, this is the thing that was on the duality card, right? So they're really, oh, and look at that. He's hugging her, he's comforting her, and he's physically touching her. And I feel like that's so beautiful, because that's really what I just want to be held lately. I don't know if you guys are feeling the same. And something I realized too is, when it comes to our counterparts, especially up until this point, the reason that we felt such a stress when, you know, we were asking for physical touch and they weren't, you know, they were not giving it to us, and they were trying to get something from us, that they were giving to us what they were needing from us, you know, so acts of service and, you know, acknowledgement and quality time, just being in each other's space. But, you know, I really felt like I needed that physical touch. I noticed his, you know, my counterpart's definitely been more receptive to that, and understands and can see how much I've been receptive to what he's been needing. So now he's been, you know, extending that. And the reason why it hasn't been so easy for our counterparts to extend that, you know, affection, that physical affection to us, is because they've been in a state of survival mode for the last couple of months, where they are being completely disconnected from their body. So when someone's disconnected from their body, the last thing that they're going to want to do is connect with their body. It's going to be something that's really, really difficult. So I feel like now they're feeling more spiritually connected and aligned with themselves. Yes, they're feeling so much more confident and so much more clear. And I feel like slowly they're going to start to be able to come, you know, they're coming back into their body, they're regrounding into their current reality, and they're feeling as though they can sort of be present in a physical sense. Yeah, look at that. We got that too. Absolutely beautiful. So their resilience and their courage and their strength. Queen of Wands. So they're sort of being, yeah, okay, this makes sense to what I was, the songs, the Bliss and Where I Belong songs that I channeled for our counterparts. They're finding us very attractive. They're finding us very sexy. And this is what didn't make sense to me, because I know that, you know, especially my counterpart and others that I've spoken to, they've been very disconnected from their bodies. So it hasn't really made sense to me why all of a sudden they're wanting to be more physical, okay? But that would make sense if they're just really feeling connected again within the connection, which is very exciting. Yep. They're understanding, and they have some sense of like truth and direction, and they're seeing things clearly for the first time in a while now. They're seeing how they could have potentially accidentally pushed us away with the way that they were handling things, the way that they were coping, and they're seeing that it wasn't effective, and it's something that now they need to relearn their coping mechanism and sort of, yeah, really take action and be assertive when it comes to expressing themselves. Wow. They're really seeing how that could have ended up, you know, making us walk away or pushing us away. They see that, and this is the forgiveness thing. I feel like they're definitely forgiving themselves for this and acknowledging the past, how that was necessary for them then, but it's no longer necessary for them now. And, you know, what comes up with acknowledging that that was necessary in the past comes up, you know, some difficult memories for them. Some very difficult memories for them, but they're moving forward. They're moving into a much calmer time and a much clearer time for themselves, and they are able to, why won't this focus? There we go. And they're able to transform as a result. This is super, super powerful. And look, at the bottom, they've got the Three of Swords and that Page of Pentacles too, like we did. So they're learning, they're starting anew. They're learning how to sort of, I can't remember what I said with that. You guys will probably remember what I said when I had these two cards. I don't know why, I'm really blank right now. But it's the energy of starting fresh, beginning again. Beginning again. All right, so to finish off, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab some of the Moonology Oracle cards. Love these. Just to sort of confirm where everyone's at. So let's look at us and those who are watching this video. I know we did it with the tarot spirit, but let's just get another perspective with these cards. So those of us who are the divine counterparts, those of us who are watching this right now, what's going on with us this week? Again, a personal issue reaches resolution. So I feel like this is on a bunch of different like aspects too. So not just when it comes to the issue that we've had within the connection with our counterpart, believing the impossible. So I feel like things are going to really shift in a really dramatic way. So as well with our own stuff too. So really make sure that you're believing in yourself here. Humor yourself and just go after the things that you want this week. When it comes to your career, when it comes to your goals, your passions, your dreams in a practical plan, and that's coming through for you. I feel like a lot of us are going to get some sort of like significant success this week when it comes to our dreams and our goals. I feel like we're getting some sort of success and we're like, okay, now stuff is really beginning to move. And I feel like it's allowing us, it's because we've worked through our fears when it comes to this. So isn't it funny how whatever we work through in our divine relationship, it also serves to remove those blocks in other areas and aspects of our lives. And that's been really important and really heavy for me. Your hard work is paying off. So let me just ask, Spirit Team, what success are we getting this week when it comes to our dreams and our goals? Just to clarify before we move on. We've got hold your vision. So whatever it is that your vision is, that's what it's pertaining to. So they want you to continue doing that. Don't let go of that. Hold your vision. Just wait and wait and wait. Not wait for like change, but because the energy is gaining momentum. So don't give up. So just keep doing what you're doing this week. Keep doing what you had intended on doing this week. There we go. Let's get one more. Conclusions are within reach. So I really feel like this has a lot to do with our careers and our finances. Things are about to really shift. The work that we've been putting in, not only with our connection, but within our personal sort of stuff too, is really coming to a head. All right, Spirit Team, so what can you show us about our divine counterparts? What's happening for them this week? Where is that? Oh, okay. Emotions are running high. Yeah, definitely. And that's definitely indicated with what, you know, the cards that we saw. They're really going through their stuff. But also with that, there's a sense of excitement, okay? Because things are really building in a really amazing way. I feel like they're reaching a new sense of awakening too within themselves and about the connection and how, you know, the relationship and how special it truly is, because I feel like you can't really fathom or grasp how, you know, amazing and truly beautiful it is to be in a divine counterpart relationship unless you, I guess, yeah, unless you can grasp it. A time to give rather than take. So they're realizing as well that they're needing to, to really give here. To us, but to themselves. And they're doing that first by giving to themselves, by, you know, acknowledging the past and acknowledging the difficulties and acknowledging how they may have sort of like almost driven us away or pushed us away. Forgiving themselves for that, and then that's giving to them. which then allows them to be able to give to us in a really beautiful way. So be open this week to exchanging passion with your counterpart and love and appreciation in a way that maybe you guys haven't in a while. What else is going on? Don't let pride get in your way. I don't feel like that's talking about, I don't feel like that's talking about like, oh, they're being prideful. I really feel like that's talking about they're acknowledging that they are allowed to be proud of themselves. Don't let it get in your way. Like, in order for them to move forward, they need to acknowledge themselves and they need to give to themselves by allowing themselves to be proud of how far they've come and be proud of, you know, their realizations that they've had. Your commitment is being tested. I really feel like this is about the self, and I really feel like this is about whatever they've got going on at work too. Don't let their own sense of pride. Now, pride isn't just being prideful, like, you know, like I'm too good for this. It's also in, you know, an opposite effect. Pride talks about, you know, oh, I'm too proud to speak up. You know, like I don't want to be that person. It's whatever limiting beliefs that are coming up for them around allowing themselves to speak up for themselves. So I feel like they think it's prideful if they do speak up for themselves. And their commitment is being tested here, so they're going to have to. They're really going to have to. This is definitely talking about their work. Oh, okay. A new romantic cycle begins. Too many, one at a time. Oh, okay. A win-win outcome is forecast. So both the Libra cards there. So it's funny because my counterparts, sorry, where was I? My camera overheated, getting ringing in my right ear. I've had that all weekend. But they're getting, okay, so I feel like they're taking an opportunity. They're receiving and they're taking an opportunity where they're really going to need to step into like Leo energy, which is funny because I have a Leo rising and his North Node is in Leo as well as his 7th house. He has an Aquarius rising, and I have Aquarius and Jupiter in my 7th house. So I feel like this is really, I think the success that we have this week is really going to sort of rub off onto them, and the confidence and like us asserting ourselves and us chasing after what it is that we want. I really get this, like the Aries energy of like, just do it. Like just go after what it is that you want. And I feel like we're doing that, and I feel like that's going to be rubbing off onto them. So whatever comes up for them, whatever opportunities come up for them, they are more likely to be receptive to it, have faith in your dreams, because they're seeing us leading by example here. They're getting hold your vision too. So hold your vision and have faith in your dreams. It's like, you know what? This is an opportunity, although it's scary and it's not something that you would usually do. You have dreams and you have goals, and this is definitely going to get you there. So you need to have faith in those dreams and step into a sense of, you know, confidence, which doesn't, you know, it's not natural to you. Like you're not they're not a not confident person, but that sort of like willingness to get up and show up and have the world see who you are for who you really are, that doesn't necessarily come easy to them, but it definitely does come easy to us. So I feel like somehow, you know, that is, there's like an energy of that sort of rubbing off, you know, from us onto them. All right, and just to close out the reading, let's just get a couple of like combined energies, you know, what we're both, you know, what's happening, combined energies this week between the both of us. What's happening within the connection this week? It's time to take action. Yeah, so we're both sort of in this energy of taking action, not, you know, specifically on our own, like career stuff and career goals, dreams, things like that. Really getting stuff done, being super, super productive, I feel like, but also that is then, you know, playing out into our connection and our relationship. It's rubbing off in a really good way. You and your loved ones are safe, and I feel like we're feeling sort of secure and safe within the connection, which is why, there we go, which is why the new moon in Aries has given us a sense of stability. New Moon in Aries, and we're able to sort of like, okay, the relationships, the connection and the relationship's kind of good right now. Let's just sort of look over here and just tend to these details. We've got that under control for now. Time to sort of focus a bit more on the self. Nothing will come of this situation. Okay, what's that about? Okay. Whatever, we've got the answers. Nothing will come of this situation. The answers you need are coming, and your dreams need a practical plan. So I feel like there may sort of, in the week, there may be like a moment of stress where one or both of us are feeling like, you know, we don't know what's going on. Things are a bit rocky. Things are a bit on edge. Like maybe it's like, it's an external thing. I don't think it's like a relationship thing between the two of us. I feel like it's like something sort of may come to a halt and we're like, oh my God, like I don't know what to do. But it's sort of saying like, you know, don't worry, nothing bad will come of this situation. That like this is just a blip, like it's just gonna pass. It's gonna last maybe a day. Yeah, conclusions are within reach. Your dreams need a practical plan. Maybe the practicality of our plans or the practicality of what's going on. I feel like this is happening in both of our lives. It's sort of like comes to a halt where like, oh, I don't know how to move with this energy. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, and that sort of brings a little bit of stress, but it's like, don't worry, the answers you need are coming. It's not going to be like a really that big of a deal. Yeah, so sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical, and sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. So yeah, maybe we've been sort of like, you know, for example, putting too much manifesting into our goals, and now it's time to actually start putting a little bit more, you know, effort. And I feel like for a lot of you, it could be the opposite. We've been putting too much physical assertion, and we're not putting enough spiritual, mental manifestation intention behind it. Yeah, chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream, and I feel like our counterparts are realizing that too. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want. This is what I was saying, intention. Or the law of assumption. I'm really look up subconscious laws on YouTube and TikTok. Amazing stuff. The law of assumption is really where I'm at right now. By imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it, but you need to balance that with taking down to earth steps towards your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortunes, depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. So I definitely feel like if it seems like at one point in the week there's no like forward movement, please don't worry, there is. It's just like you need to know that there's a little bit of a different approach that needs to be taken here. Okay guys, my camera's about to overheat, so I'm gonna leave it there. I will be back on Wednesday with another update. Please subscribe and follow me on Instagram for daily Divine Counterpart messages. I will be posting those daily. And follow me on TikTok as well, Kim Unmasked. Keep an eye out for my podcast, which I will obviously let you guys know when that's coming up, when that's being released. Let me know if you guys want to see any different videos, what kind of videos you would like to see, you know, things like that. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments and get to know you and really build a community. So yeah, I will see you guys on Wednesday, and I hope this video resonated and I hope it helped. And have a good week.